how you guys doing? So today we're going to talk about transposing. This is another question from Zai, and I believe transposing, we're talking about chords. Okay, so we can play the same song in different keys. We can play a song in the key of C, key of C sharp, key of D sharp. Okay, so I'll explain a little more. Let's get started. Okay, so transposing. Okay, so have you ever sang karaoke before? Sometimes you put in your favorite song and you start singing it and you go, oh, it's too high. You get to the high part, like, oh, it's too high for me. On the karaoke machine, there's like this little button where you can change the key. And by making the key lower, you're also making the high notes lower. But you're also making the low notes lower too. Okay, so the key to a song, whenever you play a song, the key you're in is important mostly for singers, okay? Because, like for me, I'm not a great singer, and my range is very small. So I have to make sure if I play a song, if the song is too high for me, I can't sing those high notes. So I have to change the key so that the high notes are still within my singing range, okay? So to me, the two most common reasons to transpose a song or transpose the chords is number one, like I just said, right? The melody range. Okay, so on your ukulele, this is our lowest note, and our highest note goes all the way up here, right? So you have all these notes in between. Okay, so if there's a song and the highest note is higher than this, or the lower note is lower than this, then most likely I can't play the song. So what I would have to do is change the key so that the melody is within my range. Okay. Now as a singer, it's the same thing, right? You want to make sure you're singing a song where the range is comfortable for you. Okay. So this is how it works. You remember our chromatic scale? C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. This is just the order of notes. What I didn't mention to you guys last time was every unnatural note. Okay, what unnatural means is like a C sharp or a D sharp. Okay, notes like E and F, we call those natural notes. Okay, so natural, unnatural, natural, unnatural, natural, natural, unnatural, natural, unnatural. Okay, and so on. So every unnatural note has two names. Okay, you can call this either C sharp or D flat. This could be D sharp or E flat. F sharp or G flat, G sharp or A flat. Okay, they're the same note. Okay, so let's take Happy Birthday. And let me continue. So the second reason why we might transpose is because let's say you have your favorite song and you want to sing it, but it's in the key of, let's say, E. And you say, oh, I hate this chord, because after that goes to a B. Oh, I don't like these chords, they're so hard. So you might want to transpose it to the key of C, because these are chords that you already learned, like C, G, A minor, F. Okay, so in the key of C, you'll use a lot of the same chords. Okay, so first reason is you're a singer or you want to play the melody on your ukulele, so you have to make sure you're playing it in a key where your range, your range falls within that key. And the other one is just, I hate the E chord, so I'm gonna just play every song in the key of C. Of course, I want to encourage trying to get comfortable with as many chords as possible, but as long as you're having fun, nothing's wrong with that. Okay, so let's take a look at Happy Birthday. Okay, so it goes, Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. And I just played C, G7, and C. But let's say I'm thinking, this is too low. I want to go a little higher. Okay? whenever we move from one note to the next note, we call that a half step. Okay, and anytime we move two notes, maybe from D sharp to F, we'll call that a whole step. Okay, so basically, if I just move from from G to G sharp, you can say I went up a half step. Okay, if I went from G to A, you can say I went up a whole step, or you could say I went up 2 half steps. Okay, so try to keep that in mind, because here's what we're gonna do. We're playing Happy Birthday in the key of C, and I feel like, oh, it's too low, I wanna go higher. So let's try going up a whole step or 2 half steps. Okay, what that means is from C, the C chord is going to change to the D chord. Okay, so whatever you want, however you want to think about it. I went up 2 half steps, or I went up 1 whole step. That's up to you. Okay, now G, right, the G7 chord, G will also go up a whole step or 2 half steps. So A. And then in our previous video, we talked about in every chord, there's the root and the type. Okay, whenever we transpose, only the root changes. The type will never change. Okay, so, and then C again goes to D. So from Happy Birthday in the key of G, we went, in the key of C, it was Happy Birthday to you, Happy Birthday to you. Okay, now we're going up to D. It's a little higher. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Okay, now let's try in the key of E. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, now that we know the chords in the key of D, going up to E would just be another whole step, right? D turns into E, A would turn into B, and D would turn into E again, right? So E, B, we bring down the 7, and E. So now it just got a little higher. Key of C, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Key of D, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Key of E, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Okay, see how it's getting higher? Okay, so let's try this one. Let's try in the key of F. Let's stay with C. C, G, A minor, and F. Okay, and we'll think of this as this is I'm yours. Oh, well, you done me, and you bet I felt it, and I tried to be chill. You're so hot that I melted. Okay, so I said, oh, this is too low for me. I want to sing it in the key of E. Okay, right now we're in the key of C. So how many half steps or whole steps is from C to E? Just count 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 half steps or 2 whole steps. Okay, so this turns to E. Okay, so on your own, what would G turn into? We're just going to move up 4 half steps again. So we take the G. That's going to change to 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to change to B. Okay. What is A minor going to change to? Okay, A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, C sharp. And don't forget to bring down the type. The type never changes, so this will still be a minor chord. And finally, F. 1, 2, 3, 4. A. Okay, so in the key of C, that's too low. I want to try E. Now it's kind of high, right? For me, anyway. I could try to go higher and higher, and then when I find a key that's comfortable for me, since I'm not a singer, it probably still wouldn't sound that great. Okay, but if you are a good singer, you want to make sure you're in a key that that you're comfortable with or that you feel sounds the best. Okay, so this is transposing, and one more time, just remember the root. We only change the root, we never change the type of chord. Okay, so if the song asks for, let's say, a C major 7 chord, and you want to go up to E, the C major 7 chord will turn into a E major 7 chord. Okay, so the major 7 chord will never change, or the type will never change. And once again, we use transposing a lot, mostly, you know, when we're singing and the range, you know, so your lowest note and your highest note. Okay, so if there's any song that I'm playing in a certain key and the highest note is higher than this, or the lower note is lower than this, then I can't play it on my ukulele. Okay, or same thing with singing. If the lowest note I can sing is here and the highest note is here, but the key I'm playing it in requires for me to sing outside of that range, I can't do it. So what I would have to do is transpose the song to a different key. Okay, so that's number one. And number two, like I was saying, I'm yours in the key of E. So let's say you go on YouTube, you say, oh, I love this song, and the person is playing it in the key of E, and it's like this. Right? And you're looking at these chords and you're going, what chord is that? And oh, what chord is that? It's so hard. But now if you can transpose it back to the key of C, you should be familiar with all these chords. Okay? So every song can be transposed and played in any key. Okay, and this is how transposing works. So I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section or wherever you type questions, and I will do my best to answer anything you guys want to know. All right, so good luck with that, and I'll see you later. All right, have a great day.